Hey Cancer, you're doing fantastic. All right, the Seven of Swords is somebody who is feeling like maybe spending some time alone. So if you're dating, you may be taking a hiatus, or you may just be kind of waiting in the wings. Maybe you've met somebody and you're trying to figure out how that's gonna, pan out. So you're not necessarily dating, but you haven't put all your eggs in that basket. It could be about, just needing to take some mental time, a break for yourself, and not worry too much about the romance department. But it's also about strategy, and it could be about deception and manipulation. So if you're single, you may feel like you've been deceived a lot, or that a lot of people are trying to manipulate you. Maybe you've met somebody or a few people, and you're just not quite sure that you can trust them, or not quite sure that they're giving you the right signs. So definitely something to pay attention to this month. If you're looking to reconcile, this is very much about deception. This is about feeling like you're on the defense. So if you're looking to reconcile, it doesn't feel like this, the theme of the month so far doesn't feel like this is, maybe you guys don't have any communication. Maybe it's something that you're really hurt about and you're just not sure that you can talk to them. Maybe you were deceived or manipulated, and this month you're just not willing to go any further, but you still have a connection with them and it's still there. It just feels like maybe some of you are kind of hurt and wanting to lay low this month. So let's see what's going on. Let's get started with your card of the month coming into the month. This is your current position. And you have the 10 of coins, or 10 of pentacles. Now I know that a lot of Cancers, are going to be hit with money issues, or actually resolving of money issues. And that's kind of interesting because this, especially with the retrograde, it was interesting because I've been hearing that Cancer may see a turnaround in their fortune, their money, their finances, work, etc. So I just wanted to point that out. Even though this is a love reading, I did want to bring that up. But the 10 of coins is about generosity. It's about legacy. It's about wealth. So I do see a turnaround in finances. That's an excellent way to start the month. But it does show kind of more of a focus on maybe work, other life balances, and not so much love. However, if you're single, you still have the generosity, that you still have the openness of the heart. You're just waiting for somebody to really come in, take it, sweep you off your feet, and not in a fairy tale like knight in shining armor, but somebody to really impress you. And I think it's really important for Cancers this month, because I think last year was really tough and people went through a lot of ups and downs in relationships, and you just really deserve something good. And this is kind of you as a singleton going, I'm going to hold out until it's something pretty amazing, something pretty special. Somebody makes me feel really good. And I think that's really important. And I think you should hold on to that this month, Cancer, because there has been some deception and manipulation the past couple of months, or even the past year or so. And it's kind of an overwhelming feeling. And this month you're going, okay, well, I'm happy to fall in love. I'm happy to meet somebody amazing, but you better be pretty darn amazing, because Cancers are starting to feel their self-worth. And it's just blossoming and blossoming. Because last month we talked about it too, that you need to start doing this for you, instead of trying to please everybody else, as Cancers often do. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is maybe a little more generous in the fact that even though you feel like you were deceived or manipulated, you're considering having communication with this person, or they're considering having communication with you. This is kind of, you're doing your own thing, and you're going to wait and see if they communicate with you, or if they touch base with you. You're not going to go chasing. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's rightfully so. You kind of deserve to be chased a little bit, Cancer. So the next card you have is anything internal you're feeling coming into the month. All right, so you have the 8 of Swords, and that's a very interesting card, because I always like the design on this. It's the Deviant Moon Tarot, but I always like the design on this because this card in particular is almost like you're trapping yourself, right? Because she or she could go out the front door and walk out, but instead all she's focusing on are these knives and swords and getting cut, instead of changing what she wants or he wants and going after what you want. This is about self-doubt and about confusion. It's about imprisoning yourself and control. So coming into this month, if you're single, you're just doubting the whole philosophy of love. You're just doubting the whole philosophy of, could I find my ever after? Because you've met some pretty crazy people. And this Cancer says, and again, this is internal, but this is you kind of imprisoning yourself, controlling yourself in a way that is keeping you from reaching out to others. Yes, you're interested in finding somebody, but again, they better be pretty darn special for you to take a chance on them. And some of this, though, is a mental block that you need to get over. Just because somebody in the past hurt you, you can't bring that into every relationship. So you have to trust until somebody gives you reason not to. There's certain things, Cancer, that you're going to have to open up to here. And a lot of it is your self-doubt as far as what you bring to the table. And you bring a lot to the table. So a lot of you are doubting how you are in a relationship or how you could be in a relationship because your self-worth is feeling down a little bit. And that's mentally got to change. You've got to reverse that thinking in order to meet somebody, because this is you feeling like, well, I'm willing to meet somebody, but I'm probably not going to. I just feel like there's this hum over the dating for you this month. Kind of, I don't know if anything happened in particular last month, but there definitely is a lull over the dating of, I just don't know if I feel like it. Maybe I'd rather be alone. Too many jerks, etc. So we'll see what the rest of the read says. But Cancer, you have the ability to change this and stop imprisoning yourself. Go out, have fun, focus on other stuff, and then wait for the right person to come in. You do have to put work into it, right? They're not going to fall into your lap. But if you put the right amount of work into it, or at least just, give a hey or, what's up occasionally to people, then, you'll meet somebody. But just, I think everybody needs to know that a positive attitude is really needed this month for some reason. Again, there's this lull. I can't figure it out, but I know you feel it. A lot of Cancers have felt it. If you're looking to reconcile, it's the same thing. If this isn't healthy for you, then leave. And I know it's easier said than done. So much easier said than done. But there's trust that was broken here. Big time trust. And you would need a lot of changes for that to return to that. And you just don't know that you could do it. And on top of that, some of you are doubting the fact whether you could even, conceive if they cheat again or if they lie again. A lot of you are doubting your ability to trust again, but also your ability to figure it out. Because some of you feel like the wool was pulled over your eyes and you had no idea what was going on. And now you're going, well, let's say he or she comes back and says, oh, I really love you, I miss you. You're going, I don't even know that I could catch this again if it were to happen again. So very overwhelming feeling, Cancer. It's kind of making me feel very overwhelmed at the second because it feels very emotional, very emotional. If you're looking to reconcile, you have a lot of things you need to work out. But in the end, it's almost like you're keeping yourself there. If you need to cut ties, then you need to cut ties. The next card you have is your distant past. Over the past 5-10 years, could be, childhood, etc. And you have the 7 of Pentacles. So this is about risks and rewards. This is about making big decisions. So somewhere along the line, maybe this lull is feeling, Cancer is feeling, whether you're dating or looking to reconcile, I read this card together because this makes me feel like this lull that you're feeling this month is because you're remembering times when you were deceived. And that's kind of playing a role in people you're meeting or people you're going to meet. Because this was all about making a choice, assessing a risk, assessing a relationship. And either you went with it or you didn't go with it, and now there's some sort of regret. And Cancer, you can't hold on to that regret. You need to let that go and let the past go and assess each situation as it comes. So if you're dating, anybody who approaches you, anybody you talk to, assess them on a clean slate without having any pending baggage that you're going to assume they're going to do something wrong. Same with reconciliation. If you want to get back together with this person, you're going to have to take it at face value and you're going to have a big decision. I feel like if you're looking to reconcile, this is a big decision because the risk could be huge or the reward could be huge and you're just not sure which one you're willing to take. But the good thing about the 7 of Coins is that there's 2 paths here. So there's no right or wrong path. Whatever way you go in life, to a certain extent, you are meant to go in that path and you can always overcome it, right? So if you make the decision to reconcile and it doesn't work, there's still a path less traveled for you to take. And same with anybody who's single. If you're looking and you've been meeting the wrong kind of people or something happened in January that just kind of downturned, because I know last month and at the beginning of the year, a lot of Cancers were feeling excited and turned back onto love, but it feels like a lot of people are kind of, not feeling that enthusiasm right now. So we'll see. Hopefully it picks up. The next card you have is the most recent past. So the past few weeks, past month or so. Okay, so Cancer, This says that, yes, there was a downturn somewhere here. If you're single, you met somebody, you thought they'd be really great, and all of a sudden it turns out that maybe they're not that great, or maybe they're not, you know, attentive enough or affectionate enough. Maybe they don't possess what you want, because you really saw this happiness here. There was a happiness here that you really enjoyed, but maybe it's kind of at a stagnant place and you're not sure. Like, you really pictured, hey, I could see myself being with this person for a long time, because this is some sort of stability or first completion, maybe coming out of dating and committing, or, you know, starting to form a relationship. But you're coming in this month kind of contemplative, feeling good about it, but more focused on other things than love. And this right here says that there was a happiness the past few weeks, past month or so. There's been something that made you feel really good with this Four of Wands. So if you're dating, maybe you met somebody you thought they were great, turned out they're not so great. Maybe you met them and you really liked them, but now you're kind of wanting to take more time, maybe back things up, because maybe some true colors are coming out and you're trying to figure out what's good for you and what's not good for you. But again, this is resting. So this goes along with this 7, where maybe you've been kind of taking it slow. If you're dating or looking for love, it's not on the front burner. It's kind of taken a back burner, and it's just not a focus, because a lot of reasons, because of self-doubt, because of things that have happened in the past, because maybe you're just not meeting the right type of people. But that will pass. If you're looking to reconcile, this tells me that there was some sort of communication or some sort of hope or faith instilled here the past few weeks, past month or so, and maybe that's fluttering as well, because this is how you were feeling. You know, we're going to come back together, things are going to get better, and somewhere along the lines that turned into, well, I need to rethink this, I need to take some time to think about it. You know, you're feeling some sort of imprisonment, but again, in your own head. So either you're, you know, too worried to take the risk because of manipulation, or feeling like you're going to be conned somehow, or you just, your gut tells you it's not the right person. Maybe they came back and said, hey, I want you back, but then they continued to do the same things that broke you guys up in the first place. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few weeks, the next few months, next month or two. I don't read my cards upside down, so you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very nurturing, very loving, very, very sweet. It's very interesting. You have a lot of pentacles here, which makes me think some of you may be dealing with earth signs, which I know Cancers, we often deal with earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So you may be dealing with an earth sign, but the Queen is somebody who's very motherly. So if you're dating, this does tell me over the next, in Cancers, right, they love to nurture, they love to be that person of support. So this definitely tells me over the next few weeks, few months, generally over the next 2 to 3 months for the distant future, that you're going to be meeting somebody that you are going to feel like harnessing a relationship with, that you are going to feel generous with. This is going to be somebody, though, who's going to tear at your heartstrings, which is good, because that's kind of what Cancers need, but it's going to be very practical. Very, you're going to feel like nurturing them. And that's always a good sign for Cancer, because if they want to take care of somebody, then you know that there's some sort of feeling here. And not taken care of to where you feel like you're taken advantage of, but feeling like you're in some sort of solid foundation, like you belong. And that's where I see the next 2 months going. You're going to meet somebody that's going to make you feel like you belong. They are not going to make you chase them. They're not going to make you be the upper hand. They're going to act like a person who really truly likes you, without playing games, without any sort of manipulation. And that's going to be really good for you, Cancer, because right now you're kind of like, I could take it or leave it. Like, you're not showing me anything, you know, special here. So what's going on? I'm not going to focus on this. This says you will. It also could be that some of you are pregnant, or somebody's having a baby, because again, there's a very maternal, nurturing energy here. But for the majority of you, if you're dating, you're going to feel somebody pull at your heartstrings, which is really positive. If you are looking to reconcile, this could also be about kids. It could be maybe you had kids, you had stepkids. Somehow those kids are going to bring you guys together. I don't know, though, at this point that you guys are going to, it's still kind of 50-50. There's only been one other sign that had 50-50. I think it was Gemini, but don't quote me on that. Most of the signs have either been, yes, the possibility is real, or no, the possibility does not look good. But this is, you know, difficult, because it's like you're kind of stagnant a little bit, a stalemate, but you're still feeling generous towards this person, but there's a lot of doubt here. And then you felt these feelings, but somehow they've dissipated a little bit. So I think, Cancer, you have a lot of decisions to make here on whether this person is really healthy for you. If they're making you feel like this, then they're probably not. The next card you have is your immediate future. So over the next few weeks, throughout the month, and you have the 8 of Wands. So this is somebody who is, well, you could be getting news from afar. You could be maybe, you know, if you're dating, it could be that somebody contacts you that you haven't talked to in a long, long time. And maybe that's somebody who kind of pulls at your heartstrings. But this is somebody who's planning, prepping. This is somebody who is ready to move into action. So even though you're feeling this lull that I know a lot of Cancers have been feeling, kind of a meh, you know, there's going to be some sort of movement, some sort of quick action that's going to push you into this. So maybe some of you are going to get pregnant. Maybe some of you are going to meet this person, but this is somebody who's just, it's quick. So Cancer, if you're single, this could be somebody coming back in from the past. Definitely a chance of reconciliation here with this 8. So over the next few weeks, I would think that there might be somebody, if you're single, wanting to reconcile with you. This is different than the people who are looking to reconcile. This is, you may get an email, a text, something, somebody saying, hey, I miss you. And then things kind of fall into place and boom, you guys are thinking about family and marriage and whatever, because again, this is quick and it's not forced. So it's something that's going to come in, that's going to feel good, feel right for you. And boom, you may just hop on that train and go. It could be though that you're dating and you know, even though you're kind of feeling like, well, I've got other things to focus on, you're still checking the sites, right? Or you're still showing up to meetup groups, and somebody you meet is going to really, you're going to feel very enamored with them. They're going to be very attentive. They're going to give you what you need, soul, heart, mind, body, etc. And you're just going to be taken by them and then move into this, you know, where you want to return the nurturing. Because right now, it doesn't feel like Cancer's feeling very nurturing. It doesn't feel like Cancer's feeling very giving, which is not a typical Cancer, but I think everybody's tired of it. I think Cancers are just plain tired of it. And unless somebody special comes in who really has their stuff together, can prove that, you know, that they're a mature, you know, adult who can handle a mature relationship, I think Cancers are kind of spun this month. Just a little, you know, doozy coming off of January. But something, excuse me, is coming in quick for you with the 8 of Wands here. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is a little different. Either you guys are going to get back together and things are going to move quickly and you're going to erase some self-doubt, although it'll still be hanging there, and you guys are going to move into the next phase of whatever it was for you. It doesn't have to be kids. It doesn't have to be family. It doesn't have to be marriage. It could be just going from, you know, dating to relationship, but it's going to move really fast. If that's not the case and you guys are not meant to reconcile, you'll be feeling, let's see what your outcome says, but I have a feeling you'll be feeling a sense of relief, or you'll be good with whatever decision you make, because I feel like you're tired of being stuck in this place. Hold on, I need some water. Okay, so the next card you have is anything tangible throughout, anything you could see, anything that may come up. It could be one day, sorry, it could be the beginning of the month, the middle, the end. Okay, so like I was saying, this card right here is anything tangible throughout the month. Could be the beginning, the middle, end. It could be 1 day, 2 days, etc. And you have the 5 of Cups. So this is paying attention to signs. This is paying attention to things going on around you, because this is somebody either not listening to you, you're not listening to them, or you guys are not listening to each other. But if you're single, this is some sort of, you know, feeling grief. Again, kind of entering this. So what I want to say here is I really feel like some of you have met somebody that you liked or you thought you liked, and maybe it's just not going the way you wanted, and therefore you're feeling kind of sad or grief over it, but you don't need to, because this person is coming in quick. So, yes, I feel like there's some spilled milk here, Cancer. If you're single, again, you're feeling, this is also about solitude, so you're feeling kind of like being by yourself, just kind of like the 7 of Swords, but somebody's not going to let you be by yourself. Somebody's going to come in, and maybe it is that knight in shining armor that you're looking for. Maybe it is somebody amazing, because you're definitely going to want this and to feel like taking care of them and feel like being that you guys are fulfilled and belonging. So somewhere throughout the month, you may feel like if you're dating people, you may just cut ties with them. If you're, you know, if you thought that you had somebody amazing and they're showing their true colors now, you may just say, you know what, screw it. I know something better's coming, so I'm going to sit and take care of myself and work on my heart and soul. And then when somebody's ready to come in, they will come in and kick butt because I won't even have time to blink. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is definitely some sort of loss. This is sadness. It's very interesting because, again, this is people not paying attention to each other. So if you're looking to reconcile, I feel like this card right here signifies that it's probably not going to happen because this is you guys just not listening. Whatever it is, whatever this deception, it could be that you thought somebody was deceiving you and they weren't, or somebody's telling you they didn't cheat and you think they did, or vice versa. But you guys are not paying attention to what each other are saying. And in order to reconcile, you've got to be able to get out of this self-imprisonment, this self-doubt, and you've got to listen to each other. If you guys can't do that, it's not going to work. The next card you have is anything you're going to feel throughout the month. So anything that you're going to feel internally could be, again, the beginning, the end, 1 day, 2 days, 5 hours, whatever it is for you. But this is the moon. So again, there's this theme here, Cancer, of distrust. But the moon says, like, it's not necessarily a bad idea not to trust this person. They may not be, they may not be showing their true self. This is fear. This is illusions here. So if you're single, rightfully so, waiting for this person to come in, because either the people you're meeting are just fake, they're not telling the truth, they're not honest, or you just can't believe these people because you need something more. Cancers need somebody who, they don't need, that's the biggest thing, they want. So I shouldn't say need, but if you want to get a hold of a Cancer and keep them in your life for a long time, there's going to be something extra special about you, because Cancers don't do this motherly energy to just anybody. They don't just do it for any Joe Blow. They're very particular. So if you're showing any signs of being dishonest or being a game player or whatever, they're not going to go, Cancers don't go for you. So this definitely tells me that some of you are watching and waiting and in the, on the sideline, so to speak, for good reason, because you just are meeting some really not good people. And again, you may feel more like being alone. Now, at the same time, the moon can be kind of a dreamy card. So while you're not feeling this burst of love energy this month, you are feeling that dream. You're still holding on to the dream that you will find this person. And again, it's coming in quick. And I think some of you know that. Like, I don't know about you, but haven't you just felt like everything's kind of crazy and things are just overwhelming and your stomach's in knots and butterflies and all these things? But we know that it will always pan out, right? And so I think that this is Cancer going, okay, if it doesn't seem right, if it's a duck, but it sounds like a horse, then there's something going on here. So Cancers kind of have a heightened sense of, reading the red flags this month. And maybe overly, maybe a little paranoid wise, but Cancer, it's coming, it's coming. So when it feels right, if it's a duck and it quacks like a duck, then go for it. But again, if you're single, just be careful too about overanalyzing everything, because this is kind of like you being out, right, at night, and the moon's just a sliver, and there's a big rock over there, or it could be like a big animal, and you're not sure, and so you're just kind of laying in wait, wondering what's going to come up. So if you're dating, and you'd rather take some time off, or if you're thinking, that everything's kind of too chaotic for you to really see what's going on, then take some time for you, because something's coming, and it's pretty big. If you're looking to reconcile, this is a constant reminder of what your relationship is going to be like with that person if you guys get back together. So if you have any fear at all, or you feel like they're being deceitful, or if there's any deception, any type of illusion here, it's not going to work. But if you still see yourself dreaming about whatever it was that you wanted in the first place, whatever that next step that you guys wanted before you broke up, or wherever you saw yourselves going, then there's a possibility here. But for right now, this kind of fear and self-doubt and illusions is leading me to believe that even if you guys did reconcile, who says you could trust that person again? The next card you have is your hopes and fears for the outcome of the month. And you have the Empress. So I really like this here because this goes very well with this Queen of Pentacles. The Empress here, if you're single, this is a very nurturing, motherly person, just like this Queen of Pentacles. The Empress is beautiful. She's all anybody could ever dream of being. And that's, by the end of the month, you're going to once again acknowledge your your greatness, Cancer. The Empress says by the end of the month, you're going to be feeling one with yourself, you know, mind, body, soul. This is about creation, and this is about sensuous. So somebody's definitely going to make you feel your sexy side. If you're dating, this is somebody who's going to bring out this sensuous, charming energy within you. Somebody's going to light a fire here. This is going to be a very fruitful, somebody who's going to just be the medicine that you needed to kind of kick you into gear of believing in love again, of having faith in good people, of having trust, being able to trust in people. And this person's not going to have any BS, but they're definitely going to bring out this inner beauty in you again, that for some reason the past few weeks were just lacking, or, you know, Cancers aren't feeling in themselves. And you really need to hold on to this person. The person who makes you feel beautiful from the inside out and the outside in is somebody to really hold on to, and they're coming, Cancer. And I really feel like, and it's going to come quick. So if you're looking to reconcile, this is something that you need to feel inside yourself to let go of this energy. And if you need to let go of this person, you need some sort of, you know, meditate or go to yoga or go to a spa, get your hair cut, do something that makes you feel good, inside or out. If you want to go to the gym, if, you know, whatever it is for you that makes you feel beautiful and makes you, that feeds your soul and your heart and your mind and your body, that's what you need to do. And then the decision will be right in front of you as far as whether this is toxic and you need to release yourself from this reconciliation. The last card you have is the outcome of the month. Oh, see, and that's beautiful, Cancer. I feel like everybody needs that right now. That really makes me emotional, really emotional, because that's what we are. That's what Cancers are. Strong people who can get through anything, right? You know, you have that hard outer shell to help protect you as well, and then that soft underbelly that allows you to bring love in. The strength here is patience. So it's very interesting that you have patience here, especially if you're single, because somebody's coming in quick. So I feel like this is saying, look, just be patient. Just carry on. Do what you're doing. Work, you know, go to school. Whatever it is that you've got going on, focus on that, because this person's coming in and you're going to need to have the patience to allow them to come in. You're also going to need to find the strength within yourself to accept them and allow it to come in and have self-belief. This card is all about self-belief. So I love seeing that, because this says at the end of the month, you don't have this energy anymore. You're not stuck anymore. Let's put that over there. You're not stuck anymore. This strength is coming in, allowing you to breathe, allowing you to have that self-belief, and this inner beauty is going to shine. So Cancer, it's a little worried in the beginning, because I'm thinking, gosh, you know, is everybody like pretty much done with finding love, or pretty much done with any hopes or chance of feeling anything spectacular again? Kind of like numb, right? But no, you're awakening at the end of this month, and something's coming in quick. Either this awakening is going to come because of some sort of communication or contact with a person, or it's going to come within you and somebody's going to take notice and sweep you off your feet. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this strength here is control. This is about having control over the situation, but again, patience. I think that some of you may need to take some more time to think about the situation. You're kind of rattled right now. You're all over the place. You're overwhelmed. Your heartstrings are being pulled, but your mind says one thing, etc. And this is you getting a grip. This is you saying, okay, I'm in control of this situation. I can either feel like this and be with this person and feel this and feel manipulated and deceived, or I can gain my strength and do what I know is necessary. And unfortunately, Cancer, I'm going to get your reconciliation, your clarifying cards out. But unfortunately, if you're looking to reconcile, Cancer, I feel like a majority of this is saying it's not healthy. It's not, there's something here that's not healthy, and there's a lack of trust, and you may not be able to get that again. So, very interesting there. Let me pull your clarifiers here and see what we have. One more. Oh, that one pulled out, and look what it is. Okay. All right, so Cancer, this Four of Swords is about resting. It's about recuperating. It's about getting healthy, feeling balanced again. So this is somebody saying, you know, I give up. I'm going to let the universe take control. I'm going to just sit here and manifest like Cancers do so well. Think about things they want. Think about how they could do things that will make them feel good. But this is somebody who is recuperating. So this is you getting out of this lull, getting out of this mindset, because Cancers fully believe in love, fully believe in heart energy. And the Four of Swords is saying, yes, now you've got this strength and this Empress behind you. Rest, Get this rest and solitude that you need, if that's what you need right now. Take some time to think for yourself. Take some time to really figure out what's good for you. And if you're dating, this is an amazing card because you're resting up for what's coming. You're resting up for this person to just kind of come in, take over, and so you can have this energy again and be this empress. So the Four of Swords, if you're dating, is beautiful. It's rest and recuperation, and it's just taking time to nurture yourself. And if you're looking to reconcile, it's the same thing. You're going to have to do this before you can make a conscious decision on whether you're going to be completely done. Right now, there's so many things going on in your mind about what you're going to do, how you're going to live without this person, but you don't want to live with this person, etc. There's all this back and forth. Take this time, recuperate, take care of yourself, and the decision will come. If you're taking care of yourself without them and you start feeling better, chances are they're a big underlying cause of the reason why you're feeling like crap. This 8 clarifying here, of course, is beautiful because you got the strength as your outcome. Sorry, I keep moving cards. You got the strength as your outcome, and the strength just keeps persisting. This is your patience. Be patient, because when it comes, it's quick. And I can't say that enough. This card, literally, the definition is like quick. There you go. It's moving. So whatever this is, Cancer, that's coming in for you, if you're single, take heed. Just be patient. Don't focus on, why can't I find anybody? This isn't right for me. All the people I'm meeting are jerks. I don't feel like being online. So don't do any of it. Just be patient, because something is coming in. Again, it won't fall into your lap. Maybe still go online, but go on like 2 or 3 times a week instead of 5 days a week, whatever it is for you. This strength is beautiful. I love seeing this here for you because I really feel like Cancers need it this month. This is you taking control of your life and your destiny and knowing what's good for you. If you're dating, again, something's coming in quick. I'll repeat it, but this strength is beautiful. That's exactly what I want to see for you for this month. And then if you're looking to reconcile, like I said, unfortunately, I don't see, Cancer, that this is the healthiest alternative for you to reconcile. I feel like if you do reconcile, then it wouldn't be taking care of yourself. And I think you're just going to have to be the one who takes control and makes the decision, because some of this is a lot of back and forth between two people, again, who don't listen to each other. And you may just need to find the strength to let it go. All right, Cancer.